The girl noticed her bestie was reading a novel, and the female lead had the exact same name as herself. She was banished to the cold palace for refusing to serve the emperor. That night, she died in an accidental fire. The girl couldn't help complaining about why she had to meet such a tragic end. However, she suddenly smelled a strong odor of gas. The next second, the kitchen exploded. When the girl opened her eyes again, she was shocked to find herself inside a burning palace. Without hesitation, she escaped outside. Her maid urged her not to give up on herself, just because she'd been sent to the cold palace. Only then did the girl realize she had truly become the female lead. At that moment, a eunuch arrived to deliver a decree. Accused of deliberately setting the fire, the girl was to be executed by the Empress Dowager. Hearing this, the girl nearly fainted. She clung to the eunuch's legs and begged for another chance, but the eunuch could do nothing. He explained that the Empress Dowager had been in a terrible mood ever since her favorite prince was critically injured days earlier. The only way for the girl to survive was to save the prince, but that seemed almost impossible. However, the girl immediately stood up, declaring she was a chief physician who could heal him. The eunuch didn't believe her at all. Even the top royal doctors had no cure, but she asked if he didn't want to earn merit. Soon, the eunuch rushed to relay her plan to the Empress Dowager. It was to cut open the prince's abdomen, treat the injury, then stitch him back up. Hearing this, the Empress Dowager slammed her cup on the table. The eunuch immediately trembled and begged for mercy. To his surprise, the Empress Dowager ordered him to take her to the girl right away. Meanwhile, the girl was searching for a sharp needle. If the Empress Dowager insisted on executing her, she would take the old woman down with her. But when she saw the Empress Dowager's face, she froze in shock. It looked exactly like her best friend's. The moment their eyes met, they couldn't hold back their laughter. The bestie forced herself to look serious, then ordered all servants to leave. After greeting each other in English, the two confirmed their identities and hugged excitedly. As a reader of the novel, the bestie told the girl that the only way back to the real world was to win the emperor's heart and become empress. The girl asked why it had to be her, but the bestie retorted, "Have you ever seen an Empress Dowager fall in love with her own son?" To motivate the girl, she added that the emperor was a handsome man with an excellent figure. If the girl could save the prince, she could reasonably order her back to the emperor's side. The girl agreed. She then changed into simple surgical clothes and began the prince's surgery. Sometime later, it finally came to the stitching stage. The girl reached out for forceps, only to notice how beautiful the hand handing them over was. Curious, she looked up, and was stunned by the man's appearance. Only when he urged her to continue did she snap back to focus. After the surgery, the exhausted girl returned to her palace. The bestie excitedly informed her that the man she'd just met was none other than the emperor. Hearing this, the girl immediately asked to be sent to the emperor's chambers to serve him.